Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have more nightmare battles. We're also doing a few regional battles towards the end of the video, but most of these battles in this video are going to be nightmare. So thank you to one of my subscribers for battling me as much as they did. I wanted to get out a longer video. Usually when I battle a couple other people, they're usually done after like 4, maybe 5 battles. So it's difficult. Unless if I held on to the footage and then released it all in one video like once or twice a week. But I like releasing daily content for you guys. But yeah, let me know if you like these longer videos and these longer battles, because they are, at the end of the day, they are longer. Not necessarily longer battles, because it could last long. It could not last very long, But yeah, let me know if you like these longer videos, I should say, and if you do, I'll definitely continue to try to get them out. I can't say that they're going to be every day, but because it does take more time, obviously, to edit and upload this footage. But so it might not be every day, but if you do prefer these longer types of videos, definitely let me know in the comments down below. And thank you so much again to my subscriber for battling me all of these times. And if you and I are ultra friends and you want to battle, the best way to contact me is through Twitter, so we could arrange something and maybe sit down and just battle, for a half hour or however long you want to battle or whatnot. I'm definitely down for that. And if we're also working on becoming ultra friends so we can battle, definitely let me know your username so I can continue with the gifts, because I might not be super consistent with that depending on who you are, I guess, if I remember or whatnot. So definitely keep me up to date. But anyway, we did go ahead and take game 1. For this game, we are beginning with that Polyrath. He's beginning with his Skunk Tank. And my tournament is Sunday. As I said, it was changed from Saturday until Sunday. So we do have my tournament. So basically, I'm just using my finalized team. So these are Pokemon you've seen, just because I want more practice, right? But anyway, he switches into Bronzong. I immediately go for the Power Up Punch. Doing a good amount of damage, I guess. I mean, we get the buff, so it's almost down to half. So I'll definitely take that. Bringing in Alolan Raticate, and I'm loving Bite on Alolan Raticate. Quick Attack is good as well, but I'm really liking Bite. Alolan Raticate is probably one of my favorite dark types outside of Umbreon with Last Resort, but as you guys know, I don't have that. But if you have Umbreon, you could go with that instead, or you can go with both, because they're both really good, both very tanky. But right now he has his Lucario. We're going to go ahead, get off that Aerial Ace, and he's going to go ahead and shield that, of course. So we do take a shield from him, and hoping to finish him off. Wasn't the case, but it doesn't matter because we do have a shield to protect ourselves from that Shadow Ball, and we can knock out Lucario and take the win. So we do go ahead and win another game. So really nice games. All of these games were great. All of them were fun. Nice practice for our Nightmare Cup tournaments as well. But for this one, we begin with Alolan Muck. Wanted to try a different Pokemon. Well, I mean, it's not a different Pokemon. You've seen it before, but yeah, I was just using it for this battle and tried to switch. Didn't happen at first, but we're able to get in that that Hypno, excuse me, against his Hitmonchan before he uses Power Punch against my Alolan Muck, so that's good. So yeah, we're going to be able to easily take out his Hitmonchan with Hypno thanks to Confusion. He brings in Slowbro, perfect for us. We're going to go ahead and use that Shadow Ball. And of course he's going to block that. We knew he was going to block, of course. Hoping to get to another Shadow Ball so we could take his last shield. So I was predicting that he would block this one as well. And it doesn't happen. He doesn't block it. He actually takes it. So I guess he wanted to save his shield. Totally cool. He knocks out our Hypno. We're going to go ahead and bring in Alolan Muck. I was trying to finish it before I had to use my charge moves, and we're able to, which is really good for us. Immediately I go for Acid Spray, which is going to force him to use a shield, which is good for us as well because we lower his defense regardless. And look how much damage we're doing with the poison moves against his Breloom. So really nice positioning for us. We're going to go ahead, get off this Acid Spray, and that's going to be enough. So Breloom's an interesting Pokemon. I'm not saying it's bad because I don't think it's necessarily bad. I don't think it's great for this cup. I don't think it's a bad Pokemon in general, but it is really frail, of course, especially if you lower its defense with Acid Spray. It's going to be even more frail, But anyway, he begins with Hitmonlee. I'm going to switch into Xatu. He switches into his own Xatu, so that's still okay for us. I mean, we're going to go ahead and get off an Ominous Wind, which he will block, so at least we take a shield from him. I'm going to go ahead and block this Ominous Wind because I knew I'd be able to get off another one, so I would either knock him out or take his last shield. So I think my finger slipped this, so I wasn't even able to get 2 rings on that one, unfortunately. So it didn't knock him out, but we're still able to knock him out. But anyway, he brings in his Hitmonchan. Why do I want to call it Hitmonlee? It's Hitmonchan. And we're going to go ahead and bring in Toxicroak right now. We take that Power Up Punch with ease, which is fine. Going to go ahead and get off a Mud Bomb. And this Mud Bomb is going to be blocked with his shield, so at least we took his last shield. I'm going to go ahead and block this Power Up Punch because, or actually I guess it was a Thunder Punch, and because I figured I would be able to knock him out, and hoping to get off this Mud Bomb, which is exactly what happened. So we do go ahead and get off a Mud Bomb, doing a good amount of damage, I guess. We're in a pretty good position right now, depending on our last Pokemon, which is a Alolan Muck. So, yeah, looking pretty good for us right now. Alolan Muck can't really do a whole lot. He does have that Sludge Wave, which actually caught me off guard, I guess. I wasn't really expecting that, so it did more damage than I would have liked, but we still go ahead and take that win. So, really nice game, another really nice game. Yeah, so that is another game. So we're going to go ahead and jump into yet another Nightmare game, of course. And this time I begin with Poliwrath. He begins with Lucario. This is yet another good lead for us because he is weak to fighting types, so we have to get off that Power-Up Punch before he can get off his. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out that way. So we get off a Power-Up Punch right now. And he is going to go ahead and block that, which is what I figured he would do. But we're able to get off another one. Yes, we are, just in time before he almost knocked us out. So it cost him his last shield, so he does use both shields. So that's good for us. I'm going to go ahead and block this. It is a Shadow Ball, so I called it correctly. He could have bluffed with Power Punch. I would have blocked regardless. But it was a good decision on my end to block just so he didn't take that Shadow Ball. He switches into Combuskin, and that Combuskin is just going to town on me. This was my mistake. I used Crunch. I should have used Hyper Fang. I didn't realize that Crunch, or that Combuskin resisted Crunch, or resisted Dark moves. I guess Fighting resists Dark, and I just didn't realize that. Well, I guess I did realize it, but I wasn't paying too much attention to it. So had we used Hyper Fang, we actually would have won this match, but that's okay. He gets off Rock Slide, and his final Pokemon is Skuntank, so we're going to go ahead and bring in Hypno, and he's just going to go ahead and go to town and use Crunch on us, and then he's going to be able to finish us off with another Crunch. We came so close to getting Focus Blast, but that's okay. He takes the win, so really good game. Definitely a mistake on my end, so I'm going to learn from that, but that's okay. We all make mistakes, right? But yeah, for this game, we're beginning with Poliwrath, and he begins with Lucario, so I think I just went in with my same exact team. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and switch. We actually use that Power Up Punch, but this is still good for us, getting off a boost against his Skuntank. So, really happy about that, getting off another Power Up Punch right now. Going to go ahead and do a good amount of damage. I was actually kind of expecting a block. I'm going to go ahead and block that Crunch just because we're doing pretty well. I'm trying to knock him out before he can get off another move. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen, so I block again. So that was probably a mistake as well. I shouldn't have forfeited both shields, but I guess especially against the Crunch and whatnot, but we do, Anyway, he gets off his move, and he's going to be able to knock out Poliwrath right now. Gonna go ahead and bring in that Xatu just because we're gonna do a good amount of damage to him, actually quite a bit of damage, getting off an Ominous Wind, and he is gonna go ahead and block that, which I figured he would. We actually get the buff, so because we got the buff, I thought I would have survived that, but we did not survive it, so we actually get knocked out from that Shadow Ball, and his last Pokemon is gonna be that Combuskin, so Combuskin is going to be able to beat us twice in a row. No, but that is okay. It's kind of, I kind of deserve it in a way because I've mocked Combuskin in the past. I even said it wasn't that good for the Kingdom Cup. It actually is. It's not a terrible Pokemon. It does a lot of damage. It's frail, but it does a lot of damage. But I have beaten up on it in the past, so that's totally my fault, guys. That's totally my fault. It was well deserved, right? I deserved to lose a couple times to Combuskin because of that. So I apologize to Combuskin. So I guess I overlooked it and I wasn't really paying too much attention to it. But anyway, it is what it is. It's a good loss, so you live, you learn. Anyway, this time we have Alolan Raticate knocking out that Slowbro. So just waiting to see what he brings in. Not sure if I should go for Crunch, Hyper Fang. I decided to go for Hyper Fang because I was expecting, or not expecting, but I was thinking Hitmonchan would probably come out. So yeah, he knocks us out, and yeah, looking to be pretty good right now. Bringing in that Xatu. Gonna go ahead and block this because of the Thunder Punch. I didn't want to be hit with Thunder Punch, so we're gonna go ahead and use Aerial Ace right now, knocking him out. So his final Pokemon is gonna be that Crawdaunt. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch into my Toxicroak. Now we are super effective against Crawdaunt because it is part dark. Blocking that Vine Grip. It was Vine Grip, wasn't it? I think it was. And we do go ahead and knock out Quadrant. So we do go ahead and take that game. So yet another fine game. So awesome match, awesome match. So we're going to go ahead and jump into another Nightmare game, guys. I told you this is going to be a longer video. Not the usual 10-minute to 15-minute videos. This is a little bit longer than that. But right now he brings in his Combuskin. And this is still good for us. You know, we're not going to let Combuskin get away with it again. He's not going to smack us around. You know, we're gonna take out Combuskin. I'm going to go ahead and block this Rock Slide because that would have knocked us out easily. And we're going to be able to finish off Combuskin. So it's definitely good for us. Definitely good for us. He brings in his Bronzong, and we have that Ominous Wind ready to go. So we are going to knock him, hoping for the buff, not getting it. That is okay. At least we did more than half to him. So I'll definitely take that damage. Definitely take that damage. We do bring in a Alolan Raticate. I'm not going to block this because I knew Alolan Raticate could take Heavy Slam, and that's what I was thinking it would be. Even if it was Flash Cannon, we could have taken it as well. But we do go ahead and knock him out, switching immediately to Toxicroak, and we do have the advantage right now because we do resist fighting type moves. So I am not going to block that Power Up Punch. And we get off a Mud Bomb. This is going to take his last shield, as I knew he would shield. He had to at that point, which is fine for us. He's going to go ahead, get off his move, and I'm going to go ahead and block this just because I thought he would knock us out before we knock him out, but we actually both go down at the same time. But I wanted to leave as much health. Well, I wanted to do as much damage to it before my Alolan Raticate came out. That was my thought process, you know, because then Alolan Raticate can come out and finish it off with Bite, because, you know, you never know. I mean, it's 4 times weak. It's double weak to the fighting types, right? But anyway, Alolan Muck this time, he brings in his Combuskin. Still pretty good for us. I mean, well, I guess it's decent. We're getting off a Dark Pulse, and he's going to go ahead and block that, so Acid Spray would have been the call, but I wanted to get off Dark Pulse because I didn't think he would block. It looks like we switch out just in time to take that Flame Charge, and just trying to get off a Power Up Punch right now, and that's exactly what happens. So we do go ahead and get off a Power Up Punch. He is not going to block it. We get an attack boost, which is definitely good for us. Bringing in that Bronzong, using Power Up Punch again, and he's going to go ahead and block that. I was actually surprised he blocked it. It wouldn't have done a lot of damage, but that's okay. Maybe he just wanted to stay as healthy as possible. But we bring Alolan Muck in using a Dark Pulse. No reason to really go for Acid Spray at this point. I mean, there was nothing to bluff, right? So we're going to go ahead and block Heavy Slam and try to finish him off with our with our fast moves. And I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. I was this close to clicking on like Dark Pulse, but I decided not to. We use Dark Pulse right now. Should have definitely used Acid Spray, but yeah, I used Dark Pulse. Whatever. I decided to use Acid Spray this time around just to lower his defense, you know. And we get knocked out, but his defense is lowered, and we have a Xatu, and we still have a shield. So looking okay for us. So pretty good for us. Just figured I could finish him off with fast moves, and that's what happened. So we do go ahead and take that game. But yeah, we should have used Acid Spray instead of Dark Pulse, because then his defense would have been lowered even more. So definitely, that was definitely a mistake on our end, despite winning. But that's okay. That's okay. I think I forgot that he had Alolan Raticate in the back. I think that's why I just went for Dark Pulse. But either way, you know. Right now we have Alolan Raticate against his Lucario, getting off Crunch. He's actually going to go ahead and block that, which is good for us because Crunch wouldn't have done a lot of damage. So I was hoping he did block it. Actually, he didn't block it. Did he block it? I thought he did block it, but it looks like he still has 2 shields left. Didn't look like he took much damage. Maybe he didn't take damage. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. But anyway, he gets off Power Up Punch right now, and he's going to go ahead and bring in his Toxicroak. So right now, Mud Bomb is going to go. Knew he had to block this one. Oh, yeah, I guess he did block the first one. Yeah, I wasn't sure if he did block it, but yeah, he's out of shields now, and that is definitely good for us. We do bring in that Hypno, so yeah, Toxicroak can't really do much to Hypno. I guess Sludge Bomb does okay damage, but it's still really not a lot. And right now we get off Shadow Ball, and that is going to be able to take out Slowpoke. So we do go ahead and take another game, guys. That's nice. Nice game, nice game. Definitely a lot of fun. Thank you so much for the battles. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. You taking time out of your day to battle. Anyway, right now we begin with Toxicroak. He begins with Lucario, so good for us because we do have that counter, which is just going to go to town right on Lucario. Super effective. We'll eat that Power Up Punch, and we'll knock out Lucario just fine. So definitely a good lead up for us. We're gonna go in and use Sludge Bomb. I clicked on Sludge Bomb before even seeing what came in. The correct decision would have been that Mud Bomb, because that would have been super effective and more than likely probably would have knocked it out, but that's okay because we still knock it out anyway with counter, and we get a Mud Bomb off against Skunk Tank. He will block it, but that is okay. That is okay. So right now we bring in Alolan Raticate, because that bite, even though he resists it, is still gonna do a good amount of damage. So I decided to take Crunch. It could have been Flamethrower, but I decided I would take it no matter what it was. He's gonna go ahead and get off another move. This one I block because I didn't want to take it, because it could have been Flamethrower, I guess. I don't know. Getting off a Crunch, hoping to bluff a shield. That was not a mistake on my end. I wanted to bluff the shield so I had more energy. So we do call it correctly, and he does go ahead and block that. And right now we're going to go ahead and block this Crunch, because I knew I'd be able to finish him off with Bite, although I actually used Crunch. I thought I would be able to finish him off with Bite, but I didn't want to take the chance. But that was his final Pokemon anyway, so we do go ahead and win, and we take that game. So, yeah. So really good game, really good game. So we're going to go ahead and jump into what I believe is regional battles now. Yes, regional. So we are beginning with Altaria, and he's going to match us with his own Altaria. So just, you know, you've seen it before. You know, we're going to switch immediately. He gets off his Sky Attack or Dragon Pulse. Actually, I knew it wasn't Dragon Pulse. He didn't have enough energy for that. But he's going to switch right now into Whiscash. So this is not good for us. Perhaps I shouldn't have switched out that Altaria. That might have been a mistake. I should have just went for my Sky Attack and just went Altaria versus Altaria. But, yeah, I guess I should have known he probably would have had a counter to Bastiodon in the back. So, yeah, not looking good for us. We basically gave up a Bastiodon. You know, that's okay, I guess, you know, unfortunately. So, yeah, I mean, either, you know, I'm thinking a little bit. I decided to let the clock run down. I do bring in my Altaria, getting off a Sky Attack. I believe I should have probably brought in Azumarill, because Blizzard wouldn't be able to hit Azumarill that hard. So another mistake probably on my end, guys. So, you know, it's okay to notice some of these mistakes. I don't mind making mistakes as long as I learn from them and get better, right? So we get off a Sky Attack right now. He's going to go ahead and block that. So we have both of his shields now. I switch into my Azumarill, hoping to get to Ice Beam as fast as possible. We're going to go ahead and take that Sky Attack with ease. And we do get that Ice Beam, but unfortunately he pulls a switch. But when I see he pulls a switch into Tropius, I'm actually not that disappointed. I mean, it's a little bit annoying, I guess, because he's doing super effective damage to us. So he's still dishing out a lot of damage to us, but at least we knock out that Tropius. And he brings in his Altaria. So our last Pokemon is Altaria. And yeah, we're going to be able to block this Sky Attack, but unfortunately he's at higher health than we are. So very close game, very close game. I believe there was a little hiccup there. I shouldn't have made that mistake, whatnot. I felt like it was a mistake, but that's okay, that's okay. But for this battle, we begin with Bastiodon, and he does begin with his Mantine. So pretty interesting Pokemon. I tried that out, I think, once for, was it the Tempest Cup? I believe it was. And, you know, it was fun to use, why not? We're going to take that Ice Beam and get off this Stone Edge right now. He's going to let it go through, so we get a knockout. So that's really good for us. Wait and see what he brings in. I'm going to go ahead and switch to Altaria. Guys, I should have that was like a misclick. I should have switched to Azumarill. I meant to switch to Azumarill, but I couldn't switch at first, and then I don't know. Somehow Altaria came out. I clicked on Altaria, so definitely a mistake switch on my end. Now we still win this match, but it's still a mistake. So if you want to point out mistakes, it's okay to point out mistakes. But I like to look at my videos, watch them back, and improve myself, you know. But that's okay. Now his Azumarill is just going to go to town on us. We're going to go ahead and block this Ice Beam just because I knew I'd be able to get off another Sky Attack. And I either wanted to take his last shield, or I wanted to knock it out. I knew that wouldn't knock it out, but I wanted to try and knock him out with Dragon Breath. We were actually not able to knock him out, but that is okay because we're going to be able to bring in Bastiodon and knock him out just like that. And his final Pokemon is that Flygon. So looking pretty good for us. I mean, obviously we're weak to Flygon right now, but you know, he's apparently all he has is Dragon Claw because that's all he uses against us. So I was thinking Earthquake as well, but he's still using Dragon Claw. So, you know, we got some shots in, and we're going to bring in Azumarill, so we don't have to worry about anything. I mean, even if he had Earthquake, you know, we'd still be able to survive it and get off an Ice Beam. So we still would have won that one, but we do go ahead and knock out Flygon, and we do take that win. So a really good game. A really good game. and I believe there's one more battle in this video. So looking about 20 minutes, a little bit over 20 minutes, maybe 21, 22 minutes, something like that. So again, let me know if you enjoy these types of videos. Let me know if you prefer longer. Let me know if you like the shorter ones. And I'm not saying I'm going to always do longer videos, even if I do them once in a while or whatnot, but we're definitely looking at between 10 and 20 minutes usually is the range I like to go at. Maybe like 15, I don't know. But anyway, he switches out his Charizard because we're in a fantastic position. Brings in Medicham, so we're still in a fantastic position. So Azumel really dominating this battle right now. Actually, we don't knock him out because we couldn't get those 3 rings again, guys. So getting the 3 rings definitely matters. There have been games we lost where we would have won had we were able to get 3 rings. So some of you had said that to me, and you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know what I can do about it. I'm hoping I could either learn or I should be getting a new phone soon. I haven't yet, so hopefully once I get it, we'll try and we'll see if that's it. But if not, it's okay. We play for fun anyway, don't we? So we're just having a good time. We're just having a good time battling. So even if we lose and it was because of not getting 3 rings or whatnot, it's okay. You know, it's not a big deal. Anyway, getting off a Sky Attack against Charizard, he's going to go ahead and use his shield as I thought he would have, but right now he's gonna get off a Dragon Claw. We could take those and we knock out Charizard, and his final Pokemon is that Wish Cash. We get off a Sky Attack right now, doing a good amount of damage. I mean, not anything crazy, but enough to get it super low that our Pokemon in the back can take care of it. But you know, we actually survived that Mud Bomb, and but either way, it didn't matter. You know, we do take it back with Venus. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. See you in the next one. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, click on one of the links to check out another one of my videos that you'll probably enjoy.